Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Sunday Talk Show. I am Marlene of Marlene Motivates and the Marlene Saunders Show and Podcast. I welcome you to the stream. If you're new to my channel, I would love for you to subscribe, turn on your notification bell. And if you're interested, I would love for you to join my channel membership. And shout out to all my channel members. Thank you so much. I appreciate each and every one of you. And let's get started with the best life cruise song. Welcome, everybody.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Hi, guys. It's Marlene. It's another week, another Sunday. So, you know what it means. It's another Sunday talk show. I welcome you to the program today. And today we have an awesome topic that I'm excited to talk to you about. Today's topic is don't be ashamed of your story or your past. So, let me check and see who is in here. Hey, Six Gunner, welcome in. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday to you. You just finished the video. Great job. Oh, I did that video in like 1 minute or 2 minutes. I don't know. I just have not been taking a lot of footage lately. So it is what it is. I think we all get burnt out. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about the topic of don't be ashamed of your past. And I wanted to talk about this subject, don't be afraid of your past, because I think it can be a hindrance for a lot of people. You know, the things that you have been through in your life, anywhere you are in your life, whether you're just starting off, whether you're a young person, or you could be a person who's 90 years old. I feel that this is an important message for everybody to get. Each and every one of us has been through things in our life, point blank, period. Each and every one of us has been through something in our life, a hard time, a discouraging time, traumatic things, times when people have stabbed you in the back, times where you thought people really had your best interests at heart, but they just really were out to use you. So everybody has been through something in their life. And I just want you to know whatever it is that you have gone through in your life, whatever your journey has been thus far up to this very moment, just know that don't be ashamed of what happened to you. Even sometimes if it's something that you did that was wrong, sometimes we have to go through certain things and situations in our life for us to be who we need to be today. So that's what we're going to talk about. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're great. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you guys for the likes. I appreciate the likes. Hey, Nancy. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? Good to see you. How are you? How's your family? I hope great. Thank you so much. Got a member in the house. And as always, you all are always welcome to join my channel membership. And let's get into this topic. So, first question I want to ask everybody is, has everybody in the sound of my voice and the reach of my voice, have you been through some struggles in your life? Have you been through some difficulties, times where you didn't know what was going to happen next, how you were going to get through even that day because of the difficulties? Maybe you landed yourself in a bad relationship. Maybe somebody that you trusted stabbed you in the back. Maybe it was a romantic relationship where you were deceived or hurt in some type of capacity. Maybe it was a person who was your supposed friends, right? Your supposed friend was the one that was supposed to be there for you. And then they winded up not really being there for you because of jealousy, because they wanted to use you, because they didn't really care about you, because they didn't really love you. And I find a harsh one is when we get used by family members, right? I feel like We put our family members at a higher standard than we give to anybody else. A lot of times we'll give other people a pass, but when it comes to our family members, we are so rough and tough on them because we think that they should know better. We think that they should do better. And we have to understand that, there are people just like us with a past and they go through things as well. You're doing great. That's good, Nancy. I'm so glad to hear that. I love to hear when everybody is doing good. Yes, absolutely. Yes. Nancy's been through something. Six Gunner said he's been through something. I think we all have been there. Exactly, Nancy. I think we all have been through something in our life, but I just wanted to say sometimes when you look at other people, the people who are very judgmental of us, they make you feel like, they snub their nose at you and to make you feel like you should feel bad about yourself when every single person has been through something. So let me get into this topic. Today's topic is don't be ashamed of your story or your past. And these are reasons why we should not be afraid of our past. There's so many reasons why. So, the past, it helps us to shape ourselves into who we need to be later. I'll say that again. Don't be ashamed of your story or your past. Why? Because our past helps us to shape ourselves into who we need to be later. See, when you're going through that trauma, when you're going through that discouragement, that hurt, that pain, aggravation, feelings of worthlessness, whatever it is that you're dealing with when you have some type of traumatic experience, some traumatic story, we don't understand at that time we're being shaped to who we need to be in the future. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean that when we go through situations in our life, it is helping us to be molded. It's giving us the tools that we need later. So if you never went through a certain situation in your life, would you really appreciate a better relationship? Would you really appreciate a good friend? It teaches us and shows us, it helps us to open our eyes and to realize what really is a good relationship, what really is a good friend, what really is a good family member, what is trust, what is loyalty, what do you want and what do you need out of your life. And until you go through situations in your life, you can't really understand what that really means. See, we have to go through sometimes some dark things, some hurtful things, some painful things in order for us to appreciate when we really have something good. So when we have something good, we can be like, yeah, I know that this is good. And then we take it to heart a little more. We take it to heart. So I don't want anybody to feel ashamed of their past, of anything that you have been through in your life. Never be ashamed of that. Hey, Language of Courses, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Sunday. How are you? How's your family? I hope all is well with you. So, our past, it helps to shape us into who we need to be later. And we don't understand at that very moment, when you're going through something hard and difficult, you really don't understand that it's going to get better, that the right people will come into your life, that you will have better relationships and you will have better friendships, and your finance, it can improve, and you can do your whatever your hopes and your dreams, they can come true. We sometimes think that when something happens to us in our life, it's like the end of the world. Trust me, your life is not going to end because you went through something. I want to encourage you and let you know and understand things go Things go happen to us, traumas happen to us, life happens to us, people disappoint us, and sometimes it's for a reason to help us to be able to learn certain tools, to help us to learn courage, to help us to learn strength, to help us to learn love, to help us to know who we are, to help us to clearly define who we are. And I think that it's an amazing thing. At the time when someone hurts you, at the time when you're discouraged, at the time when you're grieving, at the time when someone stabs you in the back, it doesn't feel good. It's very painful. It's very hurtful. Sometimes it can be very lonely. Hey, Blue Shorts. 2022. Welcome in. How are you? How are you? How's your family? I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. Very much appreciated that you're here and join in on the discussion. I love to hear everyone's thoughts on don't be ashamed of your story. So let me start with the first point. Why we should not be ashamed of our story or our past. Number one, because nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. I know that sometimes people pretend or people act like, holier than thou, that they're better than other people, that they think that they're smarter, they're better, they know more than you, but it's okay. Don't worry about the other people and how they act and how their perception of you is, okay? Got to remember, nobody is perfect. Everybody has a backstory. Everybody has a journey. Everybody has been through something in their life. So don't worry about the people who cast judgments on you. People always want to make judgments. People always want to judge you. People always want to think that they know your story. They always think that they know your life. They know your circumstances. They know how much money you have in your bank. They think they know you. See, people look at you based on who you are today. And I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story. When I was about 15 years old, if I had realized speaking to my 15-year-old me, to the present me, at that time, I thought my life was over. I thought the kids were being so mean to me in school. I was being bullied. When I was at home, I didn't feel love. It was just a low, really low, dark period of time. And also at that time, I had eating disorder. I had depression, low self-esteem. It was just a melting pot of sadness. I think I was the most sad girl in the entire world. Just going through life, just like every day, just wake up and going. It's like I was there in person, but emotionally, I had checked out years ago. So this is just to encourage somebody who's going through something and you're feeling down and you're feeling discouraged and you feel like nobody cares about you. It's not true. See, that's one of the main tools that the devil uses. The devil uses it. People who are pessimistic, that they're always trying to jab you. They always want to bring you down. As soon as they see that things aren't going good for you, they start pointing their finger. I told you that wasn't going to work out. I told you you're nobody. I told you that was a bad relationship. I told you not to go into that business venture. See, don't worry about those people. See, you'll find out who are your real people when you go through situations and circumstances, okay? So I just want to encourage you with this. Nobody is perfect. You're not perfect and other people aren't perfect. So don't worry about that you sometimes made some bad decisions. Don't worry about the times where you fell flat on your face, when you didn't make a good deal, when you didn't have a good relationship, when you made a bad decision, when you hurt someone's feelings. We all do wrong. We all hurt other people. See, and hurt people, it becomes a cycle. You hurt me, then I hurt you. See, I want to elevate your mind and let you get encouraged in this. Just because you have been through trauma, just because you have been through hurt, just because you have been through a painful circumstance and situation in your life, I don't want you to feel this way for the rest of your life. I don't want you to feel just because I was hurt at a certain period of time, for the rest of my life, I'm going to be hurt. See, all of that is a choice. So that's point number one. Nobody is perfect. Everybody has done wrong. So, point number two, your mistakes make you into who you are at present. Now, just like I was saying a little earlier, sharing a little bit of my story, see, who knew that the past was going to help to shape and mold me into who I was today? See, if I didn't have people who didn't believe in me, would I be introduced to self worthiness? If I always felt sad all the time, would I know what it's like to experience endless joy? See, there's some things that we have to learn within ourselves. We have to learn about ourselves, and we have to learn what makes us tick. You got to work on your own journey. What is your circumstance is not mine. And we have to learn to be okay. Yes, this happened to me. And we have to acknowledge it. That's a part of your healing and your therapy and your journey in your life. Everybody has been through something, but when are you going to make a choice to move past that, to move forward? Or are you going to be that way for the rest of your life? See, because I've worked in healthcare for so many years, I see people go all the way through to the last few days of their life. They're about to code blue, end of their life. Their story is about to end. And this is just when they're going to say, I wish I would have told my sister or my brother, I'm sorry. I wish I would have took that trip that I wanted to take. See, I don't want any of you to live and go through your whole life and live with regret. Forgive, let go, experience peace, love on yourself, even other people when other people don't care, even when other people don't show up for you and give you the support that you need and you deserve. Don't worry about those. Focus on the people who really do. Now let's see what's going on in the chat. Shame, failure, regret. It was a lot. And that was just from within. Yeah, you're not the only one, Six Gunner. I know so many people, and it's more people than we believe. See, it's the most successful people out there that will tell you their story. You think that people just one day became a billionaire, became a millionaire? No, they fell flat on their face. They experienced bankruptcy. They got stabbed in their back. They went through bad romantic relationships. They were used and abused. They made bad money decisions. They did lots of things. They made lots of wrong decisions. But at the end of the day, then you have to say, but I forgive you. And then you have to get up and you have to move forward. See, that's what it's all about. You have to get up. That's what I want to encourage you all. Don't be ashamed of your past and then just stay in that. Because for so long, I was like shaming myself because of my story. I was ashamed that I didn't want to be here. I was ashamed that I wanted to commit suicide. I was ashamed that I had an eating disorder. I was ashamed that I didn't get up. And then you just keep wallowing in all of that. You wallow in it, and you feel sorry for yourself more and more, and you're just in a dark hole and you don't see any way out. See, the first thing that you have to do is you have to start thinking positively. And I know that that's difficult because when you get to a point where you fall flat on your face, when people don't support you, when you don't know which way that you're going to go, it's hard for you to have a positive thought. But you have to do it for yourself, and you got to speak it over yourself and speak it over your life. I want better for me. I deserve better for me. I am somebody. See, and right there at that moment, right there in that moment, you are making a choice to live. You are making a choice to thrive. And that makes me feel good that I have lived through those dark points. And I'm here today as a living testimony to somebody who has been through a dark period. I've been there. I know what it feels like to feel let down and discouraged, to feel like you're nobody, to feel like you have no worth, to feel like you don't want to go on. But then I said, but I'm going to try, but I'm going to do my best. And every day, keep encouraging yourself, keep encouraging yourself, and keep going and keep trying until you succeed. That's all it is. Every day, take one day at a time. See, we can't let our past hold us back. See, if you want to thrive, if you want to take off, if you want to take to flight and you want to achieve a success in your life, having shame for your past is only going to hurt you, not help you. Having shame for your past is going to hurt you, not help you. Yes, you've been there, Six Gunner. I'm so sorry. Yes, amen. Blue shorts. Hey, 365 Intentional. Welcome in. How are you, sis? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, truth. I am not ashamed of my past because it molded me into who I am today. Amen to that, blue shorts. See, and that's what we don't understand and realize. When you are in that hard period, all you need is a little bit of light, a little bit of hope. And I think when you're going through a hard period of time in your life, you feel that all your hope is gone. And I'm here to tell you, I'm here to speak over you and speak over your life, even if you don't believe it, even if you don't believe it today, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, maybe next year, you will believe it. But keep going anyways, but keep trying. See, people want to see you fail. That's just the reality. There are people out there that don't want to see you succeed because it makes them feel, oh, you're getting that. Oh, you're doing that. Oh, who do you think you are? Push those people aside. See, keep pouring more love into yourself and keep believing in you, even when other people don't. And it all starts with that positive thinking, those positive affirmations. Keep speaking it over your life until you believe it. See, it all starts with that. You may not believe it in the beginning, but eventually, but one day you will, and one day you will say, I believe it. And you're going to feel it in your heart. It's going to be in your thoughts. It's going to be in your actions, and you're going to take to flight. It all positive thinking and self-talk. Keep speaking it over your life. I am somebody. I am a conqueror. I am victorious. I am strong. I am worthy. I am capable. I can possess joy. There's nothing that I can do. And it starts with those thoughts. See, the more that you feed your mind the positive things, the dark things, those negative people, they're going to keep going further and further to the background. The more that we pour love into ourselves and the more you keep doing things and achieving, is the more of that same energy that is going to be drawn to you. And more of those same people are going to be drawn to us. See, it's the more that you believe, is the more that you become. Do you know that? The more you believe in you is the more that you become. See, it's all in those thoughts. It's all in those thoughts. It's all in those thoughts. The more that you speak love and light and beauty and thriving and existence and prosperity, and you are victorious. The more you speak that over your life, trust me, that darkness can't stay in an enlightened thinking. It can't stay. It can't stay. It leaves because it's too much. It's too much. They can't handle that. Dark things, dark spirits, wicked people, all of it. It can't stay in that because they don't want to hear that. They don't want to believe that. They go away and then they come back at another time when they think that you're weak again. So don't give up and don't be discouraged just because something is not happening right now. Take little baby steps and then you celebrate that and you pat yourself on the back and say, I'm proud of you. If you have not told yourself that yet today, tell yourself that right now. I'm proud of me. See, nobody knows your story. Nobody knows my story. Nobody hasn't walked in my shoes, just like nobody has not walked in your shoes. They don't know what you've gone through. They don't know your hills, your valleys, all those times where you shed those tears, when you don't know how you're going to pay a bill. People don't know those things. But people look at you and they make judgments and they think that they know better than you how to make your own life. That's not true. Nobody knows what you need more than you. So you got to learn to silence that negativity. I always like to call it mosquitoes. Tell those mosquitoes, be quiet, hush. I always like to say, is prosperity in progress? See, when you are on the road for prosperity, you don't have time. You don't have time to waste. You don't have time to listen to that negativity. All those mosquitoes, shoo them away. Shoo them away. It's prosperity in progress. And the more that you speak over your life, the more that you get busy in doing, they'll go away. They'll go away. That's right. Hey, wellness. How you doing? Good to see you. I hope you and your family are doing well. Joining on this discussion. Thank you. Yes, speak, speak, speak. Yes, Boss Life Online. I am proud of me. And nobody knows your story. Nobody knows what Boss Life Online has endured today, yesterday, last week, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, or what wellness has been through a year ago, 5 years, 10 years, or Tracy Lee, or Six Gunner, or Nancy, or anybody who is listening now or in the replay or on the podcast. Nobody knows what you have been through. Nobody knows what you have endured. So anytime when you feel that negative spirit come against you, speak love and light over yourself and your light. Say, you don't belong here. See, this is prosperity and progress. See, what God has for me, nobody can take away. And do you believe that? And you have to speak it. And then you have to act like you know it. Okay, we're going to number 3. Let go of comparisons. See, you will always be ashamed of your story or your past if you are comparing yourself to somebody else. You will always be ashamed of your story if you are comparing your life to somebody else. See, what happens in your life is not what happened in mine. I can't compare what you have done and then expect to be at the same level as you are. No, we can't. Let go of comparison. What I endure on a day-to-day basis is not going to be what you endure on a day-to-day basis. Everybody is different. Everybody has different circumstances and situations and things that they are going through with their mental health, emotional, physical health, spiritual health. Everybody is enduring something. But this stream is just to encourage you, to let you know that just because of your past does not make you not be somebody today. Just because you have had a hard past does not mean today you are not somebody. You hear that? You speak it. Now believe that. Just because I have had a hard past does not mean today I am not made new. See, today you can make a choice to be brand new. And I speak it over my life. And I said, Marlene, today you are brand new. Anytime the negativity comes into my thoughts, and I said, no, no, you are made new. Today I am made new. Maybe in the past, before you were introduced to self worth, maybe before you were introduced to self love, maybe before you were getting into being comfortable in your own skin and loving who you are, loving your personality, all of your idiosyncrasies, all of the little things that maybe be nothing to somebody else. But do you know that the things that you think may be nothing are something that somebody wishes that they had that talent? That's how I like to take a moment and pause and think on that. You're always looking and saying, oh, I wish I could do like this. But what about celebrating yourself for who you are, for what you're good at? See, we have to let go of those comparisons. You're never going to be somebody else. You're never going to be your auntie, your cousin, your mama, your daddy, your brother, your friend, your coworker. So how about we learn to step into who we are and look at ourselves in the mirror and say, you know, I'm learning to celebrate you. I'm learning to love you, how you are. I'm learning to love all of those parts of my personality. I'm learning to speak up and to love myself. See, if you are ashamed of your story, if you're ashamed of your past, you don't have time to celebrate yourself. You're too busy looking behind. And how can you move forward in your life if you're always looking in the past? See, we have to let go. We have to learn to heal from the past. And we can't look to the side. See, that moment that you it's just like when you're driving and you take your eye off the road just for a moment. You could experience a crash. The same thing happens to us when we are looking at somebody else and saying, look what they got. Look what they're doing. Oh, how come I can't do it like that? And why can't I have what they have? You're not them. You're you. There is beauty in celebrating yourself. There is beauty in looking at yourself and say, I love me, flaws and all. I love me. I want somebody to say that in the chat. I love me, flaws and all. I'm not comparing myself. No, no. I love me. I love me. From everything from what the day I was born, I love me. From the past to my present, I love me because that past formed me to be who I am today. If I didn't have my past, would I be able to be here encouraging you today? I could not. I could not. See, we have to have certain circumstances, certain situations so that we can run into certain people. See, it's only a matter of time before you run into your right circumstance, your right situation, your right opportunity, right at that moment, and you're ready for it. See, if you have not been through hard times, would you be able to appreciate the good times? No, you couldn't. Now you can decipher, oh, I know that was a hard, dark period, but today I am in a better situation. I'm in a better headspace. I know who I am and I love myself and I protect myself and I make wise decisions. So we speak that over our life. I'm sorry that happened to me in the past. I'm sorry. But today I love me. But today I love me, flaws and all. Today I love me because I developed courage. I love me because I developed strength. I love me because I know my foundation. My foundation starts with love. See, when you have that foundation of love for yourself, no matter what other people do, no matter when other people hurt us, disappoint us, discourage us, talk about us behind our back, Nothing can stop the love you have for yourself. Nothing. It doesn't matter who, what, when, where. It's irrelevant. Who cares what somebody else thinks of you? See, people are always going to pass judgments about you, about everything. People aren't going to like it either. You're always going to be too much for people in this society. Always, it's the too much society mentality, I like to call it. You're too tall or you're too short. You're either too skinny or you're too fat, or you're too this or this about your personality, or you don't have enough money, or you don't have this, or people don't like your looks, or people don't like your personality. You're never going to get people who are always going to be the yes people and love everything about you. You got to get that part out of your head. You got to get that out your head. If you're always looking to be liked, if you're always looking for people to treat you right, you're going to be disappointed your entire life. The most important thing is, what do you think about you? That's the most important thing. What do you think about you? Everything else does not matter. It does not matter what other people are saying. Oh, I don't like this. I don't like what you wear. I don't like your hair. I don't like this. I don't like that. I don't like your personality. I don't like what you're doing. And you should, and people always want to tell you, oh, this is what you should be doing. Hold on. The question is, have you clearly defined what you should be doing? See, that's where we get messed up a lot of times. Why you get so angry and upset and hurt is because you allowed somebody else to mold you and shape you and take control over what you wanted to do. See, we have to give other people permission to do things to us. Nobody can do something until we allow it. And that's why I always talk about building a foundation of love for yourself. That's highly important, because out of all of your relationships for the rest of your life is going to be built on what you think about yourself. You got to know who you are before you get into romantic relationships, before you can be a better everything, better mom, auntie, sister, cousin, brother, dad, entrepreneur. Everything that you want in your life, it all starts from love. You got to know who you are, what you want, what do you want to do. You got to believe in yourself, support you. If you don't love and support yourself, nobody is going to do it. That's just point blank. That's it. That's just it. You got to know you. If you don't know you, you're going to be used and abused for your entire life. See, that's a heavy message, because people don't want to accept responsibility and have accountability for themselves. We have to learn to stop making poor decisions. We have to learn to stop telling people our business. See, we can't get all of these wonderful blessings and opportunities if we don't believe it, that we can do it. If we don't believe that we can make changes, if we don't heal and let go and forgive people. See, we can't get what's over there for us if we got all of this on our back. We're carrying all this hurt and pain, animosity against other people. We hate them and we want to get back at people. You can't get more blessings, more love, more light, more strength, more wisdom stemming from pain and hurt in our heart. See, we got to heal. You got to heal for yourself. You got to heal for not them. And I'm not excusing what somebody else did to you. See, when I got on this about comparison, you are comparing yourself to somebody else. You want what somebody else has. How about you want what is meant for you? You want what is in line with your vision. You want in line with what God wants for you. So don't worry about other people. See, you're comparing yourself to somebody else, and God may be saying, that's all you want. I have more for you than that, but that's it. See, don't settle. Don't settle for less than you deserve, because you deserve so much more. Okay. Hey, Flawed to Perfection. Welcome in. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Let's see what I missed in the chat before I go to the next point. Yes, healing is essential to it is. It is so essential. And healing is for you, it's not for them. So after a while, you have to make a choice whether you want to be miserable and angry your whole life, hold on to your past and cause it to keep you in a the same space. Because if you don't make a change today, you're going to be in the same space for the next how many years until you make a decision. I want to move forward. I want better for myself. I want to be joyous. I want more light to come into my life. I have something that I want to do. And we can only do that by healing and loving on ourselves. Yes. Yes, I love me. Yes, flaws and all. Flaws and all. Exactly, through 65 intentional. Yes, Six Gunner, I love me. It's wonderful. I love to hear that. I love me, flaws and all. I'm working on everybody. Language of Horses. It's a work in progress. Yes, from the past to the present. See, if it wasn't for your past, would you be who you are today? You wouldn't. Yes. Hey to you, Flaw to Perfection. Yes. This is a great message. Thank you so much, Flaw to Perfection. So let me get back. I'm on point number 4. So don't be ashamed of your story because of point 4, because you are unique. Don't be ashamed of your story. The things that you have endured and the things that you have been through is going to shape you and to do what you need to do in the future. It gives you certain tools. Maybe it makes you more courageous. Maybe it makes you more empathetic and loving. Maybe it makes you stronger mentally. Maybe it makes you better financially because you won't make the same decisions because of things that happened to you in your past. See, we can choose to look at our life in a negative light, or we can choose to look at it in a positive light. See, yes, things may have happened to you, things that hurt you, things that were traumatic, things that were scary or dangerous. But right now, today, speak over your life. But in the future, better is coming for me because I'm going to make wise decisions, because I'm going to think things through, because I'm not going to tell people my business, because I'm going to do my research, because I'm going to try, because I'm going to keep fighting, and I'm going to keep getting up and getting up and getting up until I win. You're going to keep getting up and getting up until you win. So when I speak of being unique, everybody has unique qualities, personalities, the way you talk, how you share your story, the way you look, the way you dress. There's unique things about each and every one of us. See, and we have to learn to celebrate that. See, when I was younger, I used to think the way I dressed, the way I talked, I was made fun of my whole life for the way that I talked because they said I talked too proper, or how I dressed, because I've always had a unique sense of style. I was never like other kids. But instead of feeling sad about it because I didn't know who I was, I didn't know it was okay to be different. And I'm telling you that it's okay to be different. It's okay to dress different. It's okay to act different. It's okay to want better for yourself. See, I see this all the time in business. People want what somebody, they got 15K. Okay, I want 15K. Well, why do you want what somebody else has? Define what you want. Define your own goals. Define new things that you want to try. Reach out for a new circle of people. See, sometimes we keep getting the same circumstances because we surround ourselves with the same people. See, nothing in our life is going to change if you keep the same circle, the same people. See, when you open your perspective and you listen to other people, people who are actually doing things and going places and trying new things, and they're not afraid they fail. I think it was the person who made Starbucks. They got 10,000 no's before they got their first yes. See, all of what if they had given up? Look how big Starbucks is as a corporation right now. 10,000 times people said that idea would never work, but they believed in that idea. See, we have to have our resolve strong enough in ourselves. I believe in myself enough, no matter how many times I fall, no matter all the things that I did, no matter what decisions I make, no matter who supports me, no matter who loves me, no matter who believes in me, but I believe in me. See, don't be ashamed of your past. Celebrate it. Be proud of what happened to you. You're unique. You're uniquely you. And speak that over your life. I'm unique. I'm special. I'm powerful. I'm strong. I am wise. I am somebody. I am smart. I am beautiful. I am accepted. I am loved. I am blessed. I am somebody. I am courageous. I am strong enough. I am smart enough. I am capable. I am willing. I can and I will. I am deserving. See, when we speak those words over our life, see, things start following. The more that you speak, the more that you think, the more you believe, the more you associate, the more you read, the more you enlighten your thoughts and your circle of people. Nothing but changes is going to happen to you. So don't be ashamed of your past. Be who you are. See, that story that you have, something that maybe you're going to share, is going to be what is going to make you get to your next level in your life. So celebrate your uniqueness. Let's see what I missed in the comment section. It's not over until you win. See, yes, and it's a choice. It's a choice. You have to keep saying, I haven't won yet, and I'm going to keep trying. That's right. So, point number 5, clearly define what you want. See, don't be ashamed of your story just because something has not happened to you yet. It does not mean it won't happen. See, we have to point out realistic goals. Realistic. See, sometimes we want things and it's so big and so large that we get discouraged and disappointed. We have to have clear, realistic goals. Clear and realistic. That means not just saying, I want to do this, but clearly defining it. This is what I want to do. This is the time period I'm going to do. This is where I'm going to do. This is how I'm going to do it. I've even put down to the last thing, I'm going to be wearing this color. I'm going to be in this country. You got to clearly define. See, the more clear that your vision is the more that it becomes real. You have to see it like you're right there living in it. You have to be right there living in it. Hey, Patty's Southern Kitchen and More. Welcome in. How are you doing? It's so good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you and your family are well. Hey, Anita. Welcome in. How are you? Happy Sunday. Good to see you all. Thank you so much for being here. So, when you clearly define what you want, just like I said earlier on point number 3, you're not comparing yourself. Clear, what do you want? See, a lot of times we base what we want because on our kids, on who you're in a relationship with. You base what you want because of your age. See, we have to stop putting holes on ourselves. We have to stop holding back ourselves, holding back our potential. Don't hold back. Anything that you want, anything that you want to do, you can have it. If you go after it, if you keep trying, if you don't give up, but it has to be clear and it has to be realistic. Whatever it is that you want. You can't just say, oh, I want $1 million. How are you going to get to that goal? It's not just talk. What is your financial plan? How much are you going to be saving? Or are you going to be investing in something? See, we got to clearly define this. Thank you so much for sharing me out, Anita. I appreciate that. So let's go to point number 6. Don't be ashamed of your story, your past, because our past releases the wrong people and it draws the right ones. I'll say it again. Don't be ashamed of your story or your past because it releases the wrong people and draws the right ones. See, sometimes people walk away at our life. Oh, and we're so hurt. We're in so much pain. Oh, I can't believe they did this. And why did they do this to me? And I thought they were my friend. And I thought they were a good sister or cousin or whatever they were to you. See, when somebody is not right for us, it's a blessing. It's a gift when some people leave our life. We don't understand that at the moment. We're so mad, we're so angry. And why did they do? And I thought they were. Don't even worry about those people. Simply delete, simply block, celebrate. Say, I'm so glad now the right people in my life are here to stay. See, we want to worry only about the people who are permanent. We don't care about the seasonal people, the people who just come in to use, manipulate, all those. Brush those aside. Those are mosquitoes buzzing around. They're mosquitoes. Go away. The real people are going to be in your life permanently. See, be happy. Celebrate and say, thank you. Thank you for leaving my life. Now I can draw in the right one. A person who isn't going to use me, manipulate me, not appreciate the things that I do, not show gratitude. See, we got to think about who really cares about us and loves ourselves. We put so much energy and effort into work. Oh, and how come they didn't show up? And why did they do that for me? And why don't they love me the way that I deserve? And how come? And look at this. And how come they do for them and they don't do for me? You're putting so much energy. You're wasting your time, giving yourself a headache, raising up your blood pressure. For what reason? None. There's no reason. You're putting energy wasted into something that you could be pouring into something that could get some things done, that you could be doing for somebody who will really appreciate you, somebody who will really love you. See, don't waste your time. Move on. Block. Delete. Remove. Keep walking forward. Don't look behind and say, I can't believe and they were with me and they said we were going to and how come and and you're doing all of this and you're doing all of this and and I can't and how come and I was supposed to and they did this and why? Celebrate and say thank you, I'm free. Thank you, I'm free. Thank you, I'm blessed. Thank you for removing that wicked spirit, that darkness, that what it was dragging me down, that was stopping me from being able to spread my wings and take to flight. We should be thanking God and celebrating him and saying, thank you, God, for removing them from my life. Thank you, because I thought they were a friend, but they're not. Thank you for that business deal falling through because they weren't the right person to be in business. Say thank you. And then you get up again and you get up and say, that happened to me. So now I know better. So now I can clearly define that's not what you need. And you got to say it over speak it over yourself. Marlene, that's not what you need. No. You thought that's what you need. See, sometimes people come along as a sheep in wolf's clothing and pretend to be something that they're not. They pretend. And they say sweet things. They say sweet things. Oh, you're this, oh, you're that. And I'm always going to be there for you. And I care about you and I love you, when it's just a ploy. It's a ploy. It's a game. It's a manipulation. It's game. It's a game to use you. It's game to get in your head. It's game to find out something that they want to know, maybe in business, maybe on the job, maybe in a romantic relationship. They just wanted to get with you. But it's okay. But it's okay. Don't worry about them. Don't waste your energy. See, you got to protect your energy. Protect your thoughts. Some people is not worth your time. They're not worth your time. They're not worth your energy. They're not worth you spending a dime. And this is for somebody, I don't know who it is, but it came up in my spirit. Somebody, please stop giving somebody money. I don't know who you are. Stop giving people money, and they're using you, and you know they're using you, but you don't want to say no. Learn to say no. Just because somebody asks you for some money does not mean you gotta say yes to it. You can say no. No, I can't. Hey, Lynn's Life Lessons, welcome in. How are you? So good to see you. Happy Sunday to you. Hope you and your family are well. So, getting back to the point, don't be ashamed of your story, because some people come in our life and it releases the wrong people and it draws the right ones. See, now you are at a point in your life because now you can clearly identify. I know what being used looks like. I know what being manipulated looks like. I know game. I know when someone's trying to play me just to say something so that they can get with me. See, we got to open our eyes. We got to open our ears. We got to stop letting our money come out of our hands or our pockets so easily. Learn to say no. Learn to slow down. If you think something is going too fast, say, slow down this pace. This is going too fast for me. It's okay. We can say slow down. We can say when we don't like anything, because we know ourselves. And don't let anybody rush you or force you to do something you don't want to do. And even if they say, well, then I'm going to leave, then leave, then bye. Don't be afraid. I see so many people so often, they're afraid to lose somebody in a romantic relationship because they think this is all you can get. See just how they came along in your life? Next, on to the next. Somebody who really cares about you and wants to be there for you, they will. They're not rushing you or forcing you or saying, if you don't do this, then you don't love me. See, that's a top manipulation. That's a top using tactic. See, they are trying to attack you to see, oh, let me see how weak-minded they are. See, a weak-minded individual will fall for that. They'll fall prey to it because I have to do it. If I don't, then they're going to leave me. See, it's nothing wrong with being by yourself. I don't know who needs to hear it, man or woman. It's nothing wrong with being by yourself. If you can't get somebody to love you like you deserve, it's better for you to be by yourself. Oh, that was for somebody. Woo. Woo. I digress. Moving on. Point 7. Don't be ashamed of your story or your past, because it helps you to improve your personality or your character. See, we go through things in our life. Maybe you may have things about you that's not good, things that you honestly need to work on. You know that it's not good. See, things from your past, it can help you to open your eyes and say, I think I really do need to work on doing some things. I really need to learn to calm down. I need to learn to be more slow about speaking. I need to learn to be better at listening. See, everything that you have been through in your past, don't let it get you discouraged. Don't let it get you down. See, let it help you to get better. See, I want somebody in the chat to say, today I'm better. Today I'm better. See, it's going to help you to improve on yourself. See, your past can only help you or hurt you. That's for somebody. Your past can only help you or hurt you. See, the question is, what portion do you choose? Do you choose to be hurt, or you choose to be healed or helped? It's your personal choice. It's a personal choice that each and every one of us has to make. See, we can choose to keep our eyes closed and pretend that everything is okay. If your life is not going the way that you want it to go, how is it going to change? Nothing can change in your life unless you make a decision to change it. See, you got to make a decision. I'm going to get up. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to make healthy choices when it comes to my food. I'm not going to be around toxic people. I'm not going to gossip about others. Hey, James, welcome in. I'm not going to gossip about anybody. I'm not going to let people use me. I'm going to learn to say no. I'm going to stand up for the things that I believe in. I'm going to say sorry and I'm going to mean it. See, all of that is enlightened thinking. That's the course of wisdom. That's the course of light. And things that is not good, we have to look at ourselves and say, I need to learn. I need to learn. I need to learn to maybe not talk as much. I need to learn to listen more. I need to learn to be kinder to other people. Or maybe I need to learn to not be so kind. Learn to say no. See, we have to know ourselves, know thyself, know what you need to do, and be honest with yourself. See, if you want to be an enlightened person, see, my channel is about inspiring other people. I want to inspire somebody. I want to encourage somebody that just because you walk through a storm in your past, just because you have been through hard times, just because you have cried, just because you have been down, just because somebody may not believe in you, know that today you can make a decision to choose love. Today you can make a choice to love yourself. Maybe yesterday you didn't know that was an option. You didn't know yesterday that was a choice, but we can always pour more love into ourselves. We can heal. We can support ourselves. We can be kinder to ourselves. Yes, we can. We can. Thank you, James. Language of Horses says, Marlene, this is helping me come to terms with my past. Yes, we have to come to terms with our past. It doesn't matter how old we are. I've seen people, like I've said before, I've worked in healthcare for many years, and I see people come to the end of their life. They're about to breathe their last breath. And in their last breath, they're trying to say, can you please call my sister? Can you call my brother? Can you call my best friend? I just want to tell them I'm so sorry for what I did. Or tell them I want them to thrive. I want them to live. I want them to be blessed. Don't wait your whole life until it's your last breath to forgive somebody. Don't wait until it's your last breath to heal from somebody. See, other people move on even if we don't. You can choose to stand still in your life, or you can choose to move forward. Make a choice today to move forward. Make a choice today to move forward. See, you have to want to move forward. You have to want it. Nobody can make you move forward. See, you can choose to either be bitter or you can choose to be better. See, for so long in my life, I was making a decision to be bitter. I was upset about it, walking around like the world owed me something. See, you are in control of your attitude, and your attitude follows you to your altitude. See, you can't project up, you can't thrive, you can't take to flight if you're in a negative, dark space. You can't go anywhere and be anything. Who wants to be around a bitter or nasty person? Nobody. People want people who have a positive attitude. But in doing that, we have to give ourselves permission to heal from the past. Whatever happened to you, acknowledge it. Not that it's okay. Not that maybe you didn't do the right thing at a certain period of time, but that's the past, and let it go so that you can live and thrive in your present and in your future. Bitter or better, it's a choice. Hey, CTR Media Network podcasters, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. How are you? Yes, Anita. Okay, so point number 8. Don't be ashamed of your story or your past, because if you don't like your life, change it. If you don't like your life, change it. See, I see it all the time. I see people always saying, oh, I'm so mad, I'm so angry, and at this, and I don't have this, and I don't have that, and I want this. But they keep making the same decisions. They keep making the same decision. They keep hanging around the same people. See, if you want different, if you want better, you have to make different and better decisions. Surround yourself with different and better people. Make different and better decisions. Think things through. Hey, Juba, welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Happy Sunday. See, it's a choice. It's a personal choice. Each and every day, we have to make a personal choice whether we are going to be bitter or better. Am I going to be better than my past? And a lot of times we take our childhood or traumas or situations or bad breakup and we put it all in a ball, and we're ready to duke it out with everybody that just comes in contact with us. We have to learn to deal with our own skeletons in the closet. You can't get more and better. See, if you can't even handle small little situations in your life, how can you get more? See, I have a thriving mentality, and I want you to have a thriving mentality too. If you want to get more, better, right people, love, light, joy, that's what you have to be yourself. See, we are only a mirror reflection of what we think about ourselves. We can only be what we allow ourselves to be. And when you think about that, that thought process can blow your mind. We can only be as successful as we allow ourselves to be. See, we got to speak it over our life. I am speaking prosperity over my life. I'm speaking love. I'm speaking light. I'm speaking strength and healing and blessings. See, we have to choose that. We is a personal thing. We personally have to choose to thrive. See, I want somebody to say in the chat, I choose to thrive. I choose to thrive. It's a personal choice. And you can go through your whole life. You can waste your whole life away. Something can happen to you when you were 5, 6 years old, and you could be 50, 60 years old and still bitter. You can be 56 years old and you're bitter about what happened to you when you were a little child. You haven't gone past that mental age. See, we have to want to go past it. See, some people don't want to move past it. They want to be in that bitterness, that angry, that backbiting, that get at somebody else. And if they can't, if I can't have it, you can't have it. You should want to see other people um, grow. You should want to see other people thrive. But it starts here with you. You have to make the choice and speak it over your life. Yes, Boss Life Online, I choose to thrive. I choose to thrive, Patty. Lynn, I choose to thrive. We have to speak that, and you have to believe it. See, I can give you all of this encouragement, all of this inspiration, but what are you going to do about it? See, knowledge is one thing, but wisdom is the application. Are you going to apply the knowledge that you can do things, that you can heal? Are you going to apply it? Or when it's time for you to choose to heal, you don't. When it's time for you to say no, you say yes. See, it's all about the choices, the people we surround ourselves by, what we choose to speak over our life. That's why I'm so big on affirmations. Speak those affirmations over your life. Speak them over your life. Hey, Six Pose is back. Welcome. We got to speak it over our life. You got to speak it over your life until you believe it. See, sometimes you may be at a space in your life where you don't believe it, but keep speaking it and keep acting on it. Keep acting, keep doing the things that prove to you. We have to prove to ourselves too, as well, not only others, that we are who we say we are. Believe in yourself and love on yourself. And this is point number 9. Don't be ashamed of your story or your past, because it lets you love yourself. See, we have to learn less talk, more action. Less talk, more action. See, we have to stop telling people what we want, and this is what I'm going to do. See, we have to learn sometimes that we have to walk in silence. We have to walk in silence. There's nothing wrong with doing things in the background and then showing people by our actions. Show people by your actions what you're about. That's right, Six Bows. I choose to thrive. Choose it every single day. See, you got to choose yourself. And I know that it's hard, especially for those of you who are parents or who are in a role of being a caregiver, and you have people that you have to take care of. It's hard to put yourself on the burner. It's hard to put yourself at the table. See, we have to put ourselves at the table every single day and choose to love on. It's time for me to slow down. It's time for me to do some self-care. It's time I need a mental break. I need an emotional break. It's okay. It's okay. We have to choose to love ourselves. See, maybe before in your past, maybe it was a family member, maybe it was a friend, maybe it's a romantic relationship, right? Maybe it was somebody else who made you feel that you were nobody. But today, in the present, you know that that's a lie. So you got to speak it over your life. But today, I am somebody. And I want somebody who really believes that. I want you to say that. I am somebody. Yes, today you are somebody. Maybe before you felt like you were nobody. Maybe you felt like you couldn't achieve. Maybe you felt like you were in such a dark space that you could never get out. Maybe you feel like your finances will never be right. But you got to speak that over your life. And then you got to act in accordance with that. What decisions are you making to be able to draw in what you want to attract? See, we have to Think it, speak it, and act. It's all through. It's all about the follow through. And this is the last point. And I believe one of the most important things about don't be ashamed of your story or your past. See, life can hurt you or life can heal you. So you can choose to be hurt or broken, or you can choose to forgive and heal. Life can hurt you or life can heal you. See, it's a personal choice. Are you going to choose to be that bitter, that hurt, that negative woman or man? Are you going to choose to be whole, to be happy, to be peaceable? Are you going to choose to forgive? Are you going to choose to love yourself? Are you going to choose to love other people? Every day, are you going to choose to speak kind words? See, this is about inspiration. See, sometimes we have to think about that, especially when somebody's getting on your nerves. You just, and they just get on your nerves and they just irk you. But you're going to make a decision. Don't let anybody take away your power. It's a personal choice. Nobody can take away your power unless you allow them to. Nobody can. So let's do a recap of today. Don't be ashamed of your story or your past. Why? Because our past helps us to get shaped into who we need to be later. The first point, because nobody is perfect. Everybody has a story. Everybody has done something wrong or been wronged. Point number 2, your past makes you who you are presently. Number 3, let go of comparisons. Number 4, be unique. Number 5, clearly define what you want. Number 6, release the wrong people and draw the right one. Number 7, it helps you to improve your personality and your character. Point number 8, if you don't like your life, change it. Less talk, more actions. Point number 9, it lets you love yourself. Don't let anybody take away from the love that you deserve for yourself. And the last point, number 10, life can hurt you or heal you, but you have to make a choice whether you're going to have that broken mentality or you're going to choose to prosper, heal, and forgive. So don't be ashamed of your story. Don't be ashamed of your past. Your life is a journey, and anything that you want to let go of, anything that you want to heal from, anything that you want to now shift the trajectory of your life, you want to shift upwardly. I'm not going to be bitter. I'm not going to be angry anymore. I'm going to heal. I'm going to thrive. I'm going to prosper. I am victorious. There's nothing that I can't do. Don't be ashamed of your past. Use your past to push you forward, to move you forward, to thrive. Yes, Boss Life Online. Make a choice. Yes, make a decision that you want to live. Yes, make a decision that you want to thrive. I agree. Thank you so much. And I just encourage anybody who is watching this stream on the replay or on the podcast for the Marlene Saunders Show and podcast, be encouraged. Know that you're not alone. You're not alone. And you can get up and you can win and you can thrive. But what decision are you choosing to make? You can make the decision to be happy, to be healed, to have a prosperous attitude, a happy and healthy personality, outlook. You can thrive if you want to, but it's up to you. I'm Marlene. I am the content creator for Marlene Motivates and the Marlene Saunders Show and Podcast. On this channel, I talk about inspiration, positivity, and motivation. I welcome you to subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and you are free to join my channel membership. I would love to have you. I thank you all so much for being here, and I would appreciate for those of you watching on the replay, leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how you are choosing to thrive. It's success out there and you can have it. I will see you on the next one. And of course, before we go, I'm going to leave you with the song that was written by Gio Monroe of Boss Life Online. And it's I Made It. You made it. See you on the next one. Bye. Bye.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh,
Be encouraged, be inspired.